This monster in Doom has been known by a few names. It's been called Pinky, the Bull Demon, Pinky Demon, or just Demon. The different names represent its attack methods, skin color, and its demon-like features. The Doom manual has this description about them: sorta like a shaved gorilla, except with horns, a big head, lots of teeth, and harder to kill. Don't get too close, or they'll rip your fragging head off. Its body structure is somewhat humanoid, yet very muscular with demonic feet and hands. Something very odd about its legs are that the knees are bent backwards. This gives them a more twisted design. The head is rather large with two horns at the top. Along with having a set of sharp teeth, its eyes give off the feeling of a hungry, angry animal. The sounds it makes are somewhat similar to a lion. The Pinky Demon is known for close-range combat. Its run speed is rather quick, which can close the gap between itself and its prey. Their massive jaws will bite down on a target, ripping out the flesh and tearing them apart. During its development, the demon's legs were drawn up by using a digitized picture of a Dilophosaurus toy from the Jurassic Park brand, and the name Doom was taken from a pool scene in the movie The Color of Money. Vincent Lauria gets asked a question: what's inside the case he's holding? He opens it up to reveal a custom-made pool stick, and he responds with Doom. According to the Doom Bible, which was the original design document of the video game, the story would take place on a giant moon called Te Tenga. This of course was changed in the final version, but the textures with this name could still be seen inside the game. Te Tenga was also mentioned in Doom 2016 as an off-world mining station. Now the Pinky was labeled as Demon Sergeants in the Doom Bible. This matches the source code name of this monster, which is MT Sergeant, but the humans with shotguns were called Former Human Sergeants and given the name MT Shot Guy in the source code. The Doom Bible also says Doom was originally going to include a deep story filled with in-game cinematics and cutscenes, but this was all removed because of John Carmack. He felt the storytelling would slow down the pace of the game. The final version was reduced to a single page of text for the ending of each episode. The 0.4 version of Doom had a very minor difference when it came to the Pinky Demon's design. Compared to the final version, it was pretty much in its final stages. It also had a room with a few Doom Marines playing cards, something that was taken from the Doom Bible's original story. When the game was updated to version 0.5, the Pinky Demon's death animation was changed. It now spurted blood from its body while expanding horizontally. This could have been the result of an explosive causing this death animation. Some Pinkies would have the power of invisibility. These were labeled as Spectres, and they functioned the same way. When Doom was ported on different platforms, the invisibility effect of the Spectre would be altered in different ways. Another version of this enemy was called the Nightmare Spectre, and it was just bigger. This demon appeared on the Sony PlayStation and Sega Saturn version. The manual says this about them: if you like the Spectre, meet his tougher brother. I also want to mention the different types of Pinky Demons in the Doom RPG game. The Bull Demon was olive green in color, Belphegor was blue, and there was also the standard Pinky. And if that wasn't enough, the Doom 2 RPG game featured a boss called the Pinkinator. It was a boss that spawns in Bull Demons. When Doom 64 was released in 1997, the Pinky Demon would also make a return. Its design underwent a few minor changes, but still resembling the original in some way. It was now bulkier, the horns were black, the claws were longer and curved, and its eyes were red. This gave the Pinky Demon a more menacing look. The Spectre was also seen in this game, however, it was not a common enemy. When 2004 rolled around, Doom 3 was released, and the Pinky Demon would return again, but this time it received a completely different design. There were no visible eyes. Its horns would point straight forward from the side of its head. Its lower body was replaced with small mechanical legs, forcing the demon to walk on all fours, and at close range it would attack with bites and stomps. During the making of the Doom 3 documentary, it was mentioned that the new story was not connected to Doom or Doom 2, so Doom 3 was going to have its own separate story, but at the same time, they wanted the visual effects, story, and monsters to complement the original Doom. Despite some monsters having new designs, you could tell what type of demon they were portraying. An early version of Doom 3 was shown at E3 in 2002, and it had a gory scene with a Pinky Demon. It was seen to be eating the guts of a zombie, but in the final version, the Pinky was replaced by another zombie. The designers have said when a Pinky Demon is born, it is buried in thick folds of flesh, so it has to consume itself to breathe and eat. Some levels of hell in Doom 3 did contain hanging bodies that belonged to the Pinkies. There's no explanation as to who did this, but there is speculation that Pinkies are used as a food source. The Doom movie from 2005 would use a similar design to the Pinky. The body was attached to a bionic wheelchair. A theory as to why it did not mutate into an imp or Hell Knight is the virus had less of his body to fully infect. When the alpha version of Doom 2016 was leaked, the Pinky, along with other monsters, were found inside the game files. The book called The Art of Doom looks at different design aspects of Doom 2016. They go over the ideas of monsters, weapons, story, and environments. The Pinky Demon was undergoing a few changes at this time, but its final version would look similar to the one from the original Doom game. The UAC report file on the Pinky says they were first discovered by a Lazarus Project tethering operation. At that time, they had no way to name the creature, so instead they chose to name it after their unusual skin pigmentation. Some bodies pulled from the portals appear to have been gnawed at, suggesting that Pinkies are eaten by other demons. The UAC would go on to study the creature even more, and their studies would reveal this. The Pinky has a limited visual perception and relies on pheromones to detect and locate its enemies. Their behavior seems to be naturally aggressive. When it detects a prey, they will charge it like a battering ram. The hard bone on their body provides them with some level of resistance, but their weakness is their fleshy back. They can accelerate quickly for the initial charge, but have little control over their movements afterwards. When they are at close range, it uses a dangerous bite attack. During this charge attack, it has a hard time turning or coming to a complete stop. This can sometimes lead to them running over ledges, which can lead to their death, or even smashing into a wall, which will destroy the faceplate. The Pinky Demon was playable in the multiplayer of Doom 2016, but this version was granted invisibility, which is actually called the Spectre Pinky. It used a bull rush attack, a claw attack, and a glory kill. The invisibility would deactivate during any attack and reactivate on its own. When it comes to the origins of the Spectre in Doom 2016, the story says they were designed by the UAC when they tried to genetically modify the Pinky with the eye of the Cacodemon. This procedure was meant to improve their vision by implanting an optic nerve from the Cacodemon, but instead this gave the Pinky limited psionic powers like invisibility. Several subjects died during this procedure, but only one survived. Its holding pen was then opened by its keeper when it thought the Pinky had escaped. This allowed it to slip away undetected, and it is presumed it was teleported back to Hell by a summoner. Several months later after this incident, 2 specters were captured. They are not sure how it was able to breed, but its offspring also carried the psionic trait of invisibility. So that's it for the history and evolution of the Pinky Demon. Which design do you like the most? Tell me in the comment section. My favorite was the one featured in Doom 3. I think this design is a hellish creation, combining something demonic, organic, and mechanical into something truly evil. As much as I do like the version in Doom 2016, I think Doom 3's Pinky Demon is the best one. They took it to a whole new level and gave it an entirely different look. The body, face, and how it moves is very different from the other versions. I also got a chance to bring up some facts about the original Doom concept. This gave you an idea that some aspects of Doom were going in a different direction until it was changed. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. My name is Carlos, and I'll see you in the next video.